Kornberger, ready to take on Miles Anstead, Unified, for the belt. Just talk us through it. I mean, you're middleweight champion over there right now. How does it feel to be able to head on over, defend that strap?
It's a long time coming, unfortunately. For me, it's been since December. Obviously, as a fighter, you kind of want to be as active as you possibly can, but we had to wait till June to set up the fight that needed to happen. So I'm taking on Miles, who I think is, beyond me, the best guy in the country. So I can't wait to get in there and show that where I stand in the middleweight division.
You were ready to get in there sooner, though?
Yeah, I could have fought in March, but it just didn't work out as far as timing and everything. So we just had to settle for June.
And was Unified the only organization that you wanted to fight in between there? Like, if another promotion came up, was that a possibility?
It was totally a possibility. Sonny was really cool about that. He was totally game. It just, nothing ever materialized. Just the way it happens. Sometimes you get on a hot streak, like my teammate Tristan, who's had a bunch of fights and not a lot of time, but more often than not, there's an extended time in between training camps.
Sort of, yeah, that's what I was going to say, you know, extended period of time off. You started your career quite a while ago. The first few years you were, you know, one fight a year kind of thing. Then you came into 2015, 2016 and you fought quite a few times. How good does it feel to actually be as active as you are right now?
Like I said, I'd like to be more active. Yeah. I really would, but it does feel good because I'm getting older. I can't be sitting around. If I was 20 years old, it'd be a different story to fight once a year because you're getting better and the whole time you're always in the gym. I do that anyway, but I have a full-time job. I've got a wife at home. You know, we're trying to build a life together. Oh, it's time to put up or shut up or see what I can actually do in this game, or just train for fun.
Talk about having a full-time job. How much does that weigh on you in terms of training? I know you get up early in the morning. You're a 4-on, 4-off kind of guy, I guess. Does that make it easier for training because it's so consistent?
It's yes and no. One, I have a lot of freedom in my job in that I can train after work and I can train before work, and then I do have some days off in between my work days. But the one thing that you do struggle with is the night shifts. You work 14-hour night shifts, so then I go home, I have a quick nap, then I come here for noon, train from noon to 2, and then go back to work again. So it's that can be a challenge for sure. And then it's just a physically demanding job for the most part. For 2 years, I worked on the downtown east side, and it's one of the busiest halls in the country. So I didn't have very little downtime, just go nonstop, and then to come to the gym for 2 or 3 hours at night, go home, go to sleep, and do it all over again. You're just not rested.
Put up or shut up was something you just said. Does that mean that you'd like to be full-time as a fighter and sort of step away from the firefighting a little bit?
Never.
Never?
No. This is my life. My life is a firefighter, my life is a fighter, my life is a husband. It's just who I am, it's what I do, and I would never change it for anything. What I mean by put up or shut up is fight the best. Don't fight cans, don't fight guys that just want a paycheck. That doesn't motivate me. What motivates me is fighting the best to see where I actually stand. Because I want to make it to the show, and when you make it to the show, you're not going to be fighting guys that suck. You know, and if you do, then they're going to get exposed and you're going to get cut right away. And I think that I'm in a position where I can go into the UFC middleweight division and really put it on some guys. And I'm going to start with Miles on the 9th, and then we're going to go from there.
Miles Anstead is the test. You say he's probably the best middleweight in the country other than yourself. You say, what do you see in him that's going to bring out the fire in you?
Just who he is, what his record is, what he stands for. He's a 9-1 middleweight. Well, pretty much a 9-0 middleweight. He's only ever lost at 70 to a guy that was super good. So it's going to be up to me to solve that puzzle, and I think I can do it, or else I wouldn't have signed the damn paper. You know what I mean? I truly believe in my abilities. I know everybody here believes in my abilities. Now I just got to go out and do it when the lights come on.
Inside the cage before this interview, you said right when you get in the cage, right when he steps in there with you, he's going to know he's in for a fight. Just explain that a little bit.
You can tell. Anybody that knows that's trained or been in a fight, you can tell whether or not someone's actually there to put it on you and actually win, or someone who's just there to kind of survive, not to lose. I don't fight not to lose, I fight to win. And anyone that's ever fought me knows that. You just ask any one of the 10 or whatever it is dudes that I fought, and they know they were in a scrap. And I think he's gonna figure that out right away, just like everybody else does.
A week and a half before the fight here, you seem very prepared. Mind seems in the game. you know, you seem very focused right now, especially with these answers. You're very on point. You got the, you know, action face, game face on right now. Are you as in the zone as you've ever been for a fight?
Absolutely. I've been working on the physical part of this for 9 years, and the mental part of it for just as long. Every single day I visualize, I write everything down, I work at it. I work at that part just as much as I work at the physical. Of course, you know, we have to do a bit more physical because we have to make weight and everything like that, but the mental aspect is something I don't take frivolously and something that I really focus on so that I'm in the proper mindset when I walk in there.
What can fans expect to see out of you on the 9th?
A fight, man. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna just put hands on them. I'm gonna every minute, every second of the fight, I'm just gonna be scrapping and trying to get that W. I don't know what's gonna happen, whether we're gonna grapple, whether we're gonna punch, what it's probably gonna be a little bit of everything. But you're gonna see me fight to the very bitter end until the last bell rings, and that's just where it's gonna be, and it's gonna result with me getting my hand raised.